there friends, it's Marie here from Nicole Designs. I thought I would make a quick video showing the difference between Glacier Paste and Glitter Paste from Nuvo. Now I've gotten a few questions about this. They work similar, but they are very different. So I'm using two colors today. They come in lots of different colors, but for this video I'm just using gold because I have gold in each of them, and I thought that would be a great side-by-side comparison. Now you can see the Glacier Paste on the left. It's more of a shine, it's smoother, and the Glitter Paste has more of that chunky glitter in it. So that is the main difference between the two, and I'm going to show you how you can apply these over stencils and get a few different looks. So we'll start with the Glitter Paste. Now, when you take the glitter paste off, there's that little paper piece on top. I like to keep that and put it back on top. I think it just holds in a little bit of moisture so your glitter paste does not dry out. And when I'm stenciling, I just like to get a little bit of this glitter paste out of the jar with my media spatula from Nuvo. Now, you can use other media spatulas. You can use brushes, you can use whatever you have, popsicle stick, credit card, something to scrape it onto your stencil with. Now when I'm putting it over my stencil, I like to apply a big glob and then spread it out, and I do like to go in different directions so I get that glitter paste in all of the small nooks and crannies of the stencil, and you might have to go back and forth a few times, make sure you're covering all the areas. And if you want your stencil to adhere to your paper, you might want to use maybe some pixie spray or some removable adhesive spray just to make sure your stencil stays down. I haven't had too much problem with that. I like to tape my cardstock from the back of the stencil, and it seems to stay fine. Now, when I'm done with my glitter paste, sometimes I like to just wipe it off with a baby wipe. You can clean up your spatulas really easy with this and your stencil. A lot of times, though, I'll just take everything to the sink after I'm done stenciling and wash it with a little bit of warm soap and water. It doesn't hurt it at all. You might get a little bit of that glitter paste drying on to your stencil or your spatula. It's not going to hurt your supplies at all. You can actually scrape it off if it bothers you. I am not bothered by it. I just like to quickly wash and then move on to my next project. So I'm using my Glacier Paste now, and hopefully you can start seeing the difference between the two. My glitter paste up on top has more of that chunky glitter. It's more of, I would say, a glitter in some sort of gluey paste is how I would, explain it. And this Glacier Paste is more of a shine, a shimmer. It's a little bit smoother. It doesn't have those big chunky pieces in it. So it does go on your stencils a little bit smoother. I have also noticed that it's a little bit easier to kind of scrape away some of this Glacier Paste from your stencil design. So I like to go over it several times, trying to use the flat part of my spatula, not the edges, because that's going to kind of dig out some of that Glacier Paste from your stencil. Because it is a lot smoother, it's a little bit, you want to make sure you put it on your stencil a little bit smoother. But as you play with these two pastes, you'll get the feel of it, and you'll get to know better how you like to apply them. And the same thing with this Glacier Paste, I just wipe it off with a baby wipe, or take it to my sink and wash it there. So I've removed my background from my stencil, and you can see side by side the two colors, Glacier Paste on the left, Glitter Paste on the right. The chunky glitter in the Glitter Paste is so pretty, and the Glacier Paste has more of that shine. It's got more of a mica sheen to it, and I love it. Now here are two cards that I've done side by side, same design, same stencil, and the background is dry, so the one on the right is now the Glacier Paste. The one on the left is the Glitter Paste. So you can see after it dries, you do get a different look side by side. And these are both the gold, so you can see how the colors differ. Now in this picture, Glacier Paste is on the left, Glitter Paste on the right. They have a different finish, but they are easy to apply, and you can apply them in mostly the same way. So I wanted to show you also that you can brush these on. So I'm going to use a brush instead of a spatula. And I also wanted to note that you can apply these over a hybrid ink or inks. I prefer a hybrid ink because once a hybrid ink is dry, it will not run and it will not tint your mediums and make them change color. So if I'm just doing a ink blended background, I usually grab my distress inks because I love those for just an ink blended background. If I'm doing stenciling or if I'm putting a medium on top of my ink, I grab my hybrids so that they will stay in place and not run. So I'm going to grab my Glacier Paste and I'm going to apply it with one of these brushes. Now the Glacier Paste, since it is smoother, not as gritty, not as sticky as the glitter paste, it brushes on a lot easier. So I like doing different techniques like this with my Glacier Paste and a brush. It's not going to give you quite as thick and opaque of a coverage as if you stencil it on with your spatula, but it's going to give you some of that shine, some of that sheen. You can brush it on and get some of those flecks of mica glitter all over your paper, and when you tip it in the light, it is so shiny. So this spreads a lot easier with the brush than the glitter paste does, and I'm going to show you how the glitter paste works in a minute, but I wanted to show you how you can make some fun backgrounds using inks and the Glacier Paste over some stencils with your brushes. So as you tip this in the light, I hope you can see all that gorgeous shine, trying to catch the lighting from my desk lights. And this is just so fun. You could do like a rainbow of colors and add some glitter, some shine over it. Like I mentioned, the Glacier Paste comes in 6 different colors. Glitter paste comes in so many more colors, so you have colors for everything. And if you want to add just a clear glitter paste over your ink, there is a clear glitter paste called Moonstone, and your ink will show through underneath and it'll have that glittery finish on top. That's really pretty. I would have showed you, but Moonstone is currently, I think, sold out with Tonic, so you might want to check the links down below for some other stores you can get it at. So I didn't have any of that on hand, but I'm just showing you the comparison between the gold Glacier and the gold glitter paste. So this time I've gone ahead and I've put the ink on first, and now I'm going to stencil on my glitter paste. I'm going to use my brush again and just show you the difference of how these apply with a brush. Like I mentioned, the glitter paste is thicker, it's a little bit more sticky, so it doesn't quite go on with a brush as well as the Glacier Paste does. So if you're looking for a brushed effect on your background, I would recommend the Glacier Paste. You can do the glitter paste. It's a little bit harder to work with the brush though. You can see I have a big glob of this glitter paste in the middle and not so much on the ends. So in order to kind of balance that out, I just went ahead and I switched to a spatula. Here you'll see in a minute. I just wanted to show you it's a little bit hard to get all of those glitter kind of spreading out with your brush. It's a lot stickier, so that's why I say I think the glitter paste is more like chunky glitter in sort of a gluey paste, and the Glacier Paste is more of a smooth, creamy kind of texture. So I'm just going to grab my media spatula and just add a lot more of this glitter on the bottom of my stencil, kind of fill in some of those crevices there. And then after I get my glitter on there, I'm going to take my brush and then just brush out some of that glitter, kind of making it extend in those sun rays there. Now this stencil that I'm using right now is from Heffy Doodle. It's the Raise the Roof stencil, and I love it. It's really fun to make backgrounds with, and I'll have that linked down below. And I'll have lots of colors of the glitter and Glacier Paste listed down below, as well as my spatulas and different materials that I'm using. So go ahead and check out those links if you're interested. So I am just brushing out this glitter, kind of getting it to spread out, making it look like a glittery sunset background, and I'll just peel up my stencil and show you what that looks like. And then I'll give you another look at all of these backgrounds side by side so you can see the difference in the Glacier Paste and the glitter paste. So if you have any questions, please post them down below. I'd be happy to answer. And otherwise, I hope this has shown you the differences between the two, answered a few questions you may have. Otherwise, you know, if you haven't subscribed already, please do so. Share, like, tap the bell for notifications. Just do all the things. I'll catch you guys next time. Thanks for stopping by. Have a great day.